Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the GSMC Basketball Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. As always, I'm your host, Matt Fatemi. Getting into our last segment of the show, we have to pay homage to the GOAT, one of the best center of all time, in Shaquille O'Neal. Um, funny enough, it doesn't have to do with him playing on the court. It doesn't have anything to do with him on the broadcast booth, with him and the guys on Inside the NBA, with Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. This has to do with Shaquille O'Neal agreeing to become the men's basketball general manager at Sacramento State. A guy in Shaquille O'Neal who's we know him as the best center to ever live, the most powerful center to ever play the game of basketball. It's pretty much unanimous on that part, on that in that argument. But we've seen him be volunteer. He's volunteered to coach his son. He's volunteered to coach basketball teams. He's always been around the youth of the NBA world, the next generation. And for Shaquille O'Neal, it's a great sign for him. We've seen him play on the court in basketball, have a lot of success on the basketball court with 4 championships. We saw him have success in the booth inside the NBA for the last, what is it, 15 years now? 10, at least 10 years. We've seen Shaquille in 10 to 15 years. And now he goes on the broadcast booth, and with the NBA rights for Inside the NBA switching to ESPN, there have been rumors that the guys are going to disband, that they're going to break up the group, that Ernie Johnson's most likely going is most likely to split off from the group, and that the rest of the guys as well are going to split off. And this is our first sign outside of Ernie that this group is going to be split up. Shaquille O'Neal agreeing to become the next GM for Sacramento State, to coach this team, to recruit, to bring in the guys needed to talk for NIL, to talk about NIL purposes. Overall, it's great to see Shaquille O'Neal in the NBA world coaching up the next generation of young talent. But this is also a voluntary role for Shaq. His son plays there at Sac State, Shaquille O'Neal, and under Coach Mike Bibby, I think this duo this could be a great duo in the front office and continue to bring young talent into Sacramento State. To put into perspective, this is in a way how this is the basketball comparison to what Deion Sanders did in Colorado. Now, Shaquille O'Neal did not go to a small HBCU and coach his way up, and he is a GM. He did not go to an HBCU like Deion Sanders did, going to Jackson State, Jack State. But Shaquille O'Neal has a lot of knowledge on the game of basketball. He's one of the most talented big men of all time, and he's playing with his son. He's going to coach his son. He's not going to coach his son, but he's going to be working with his son. He's going to bring the players around his son to bring Sacramento State as much success as possible in the near future. And funny enough, they've already done that, bringing in 5-star recruit Mikey Williams. He transferred from UCF, and with the tutelage of Mike Bibby and Shaq, he won. This Mikey Williams is one of the best. He used to be one of the best high school players in the country. He was a 5-star recruit. He is suffering from injury, and he has had a little bit of off the court issues, but he is still one of the best young talents in the league. And Shaq and this group will have him ready to go. I think this is one of those moves that it's a culture standard. It's a culture changer. Shaq will define what goes on in Sacramento State from here on out for the next few years. Mike Bibby has a lot of years coaching in the NCAA. But yeah, this is more about Shaq coaching his son, or not coaching his son, but working with his son, bringing the talent around him, as much talent as possible, as they look to have some success in the March Madness tournament. Plain and simple, there's no other way to slice it but that. And for Shaq, if this is his final season in the NBA, working with inside the NBA, it was a great career for him. It was a great career for him on the court. It was a great career for him in the broadcast booth, in the analyzer room. Now he's taking all of his knowledge that he's seen from other. He's taking his knowledge from the Phil Jacksons and Kobe Bryants of the world. He's taking his knowledge from watching other teams, GM and coach their players. He's cultivating all of that evidence, all of that knowledge, mixing it into a stew and bringing it all to Sacramento State to bring Sacramento State as much success as possible in the near future. So major props to him. Shaquille O'Neal continuing to build a Hall of Fame case, not only on the court, but off the court. He will most likely also be a Hall of Famer in the analyzer, in the broadcast world. I believe there is a broadcast Hall of Fame, for example, where the big names like Jim Nance, Stephen A. Smith, Ian Eagle will most likely go there. There's a lot of big names in the broadcast world, and Shaq is one of them, I think. He's one of those voices that when you turn on Inside the NBA, he's one of those guys that you turn it on to listen to. He's one of those entertainment guys. And it's going to be interesting to see if he brings that into Sacramento State. I don't think he will. He shouldn't, if it's me, of course. Like, keep it professional, keep it ready, keep everybody on their toes, everybody ready to go. But with the knowledge that he's picked up on, it would be shocking to me if he did not have success in Sacramento State. But yeah, Sacramento State hasn't really had a whole lot of success in the NBA in the NCAA tournament. I was trying to figure out their record in between the break. Let me find it really quick. But overall, this is one of those teams that they don't have a whole lot of success in the basketball world. There's a lot of better teams. There's the UCLA's. There's a lot of bigger name schools around them, like UCLA, USC. Overall, there's a whole bunch of guys out there that have more success than Sacramento State. They have yet to play in the NCAA D1 tournament since moving up to the Big Sky Conference, but so that pretty much proves what I'm talking about. The last time they were in the Final Four, it was 1962. This is a Sacramento State Hornets team that this is Mike Bibby's first season with the team. I'm not expecting them to have a whole lot of success, but if Shaquille O'Neal can bring good talent and can bring 5-star recruits like Mikey Williams in, like the likes of Shaquille O'Neal, I think this team could have success. I really do. And they haven't made by the way, all those Final Four appearances that they had was on the D2 level. So they haven't made any noise in the D1 level. And it would be an unbelievable story if they did. This would be on par with Deion Sanders making the college football playoff if Shaquille O'Neal can pull this off. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he won't. It's gonna be. We'll keep an eye on it as the college basketball season kicks off, and as we have more time in the offseason, we can analyze their transfer room. But for now, this is the state of Sacramento State. They have an opportunity here to have some success, to build a culture in Sacramento State. It's going to be interesting to see if they take advantage of it. Because Shaquille O'Neal is one of those guys that can set the standard moving forward for your organization, for your team, for your transfer portal. So, we'll see how this all transpires as the college football season begins, as the college football world continues, as the transfer portal continues to make noise. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for the show. It was another unbelievable show as well. It was a tougher fifth segment of the show just because we're so locked into the NBA right now. We truly are so locked into the NBA right now with how close everything is, with the state of it's the second round of it's the quarterfinals of the NBA playoffs, and everything is so unbelievably active. There's so much going on, plain and simple. That sneaking in NCAA basketball, while it can be tough, it's hard to sometimes switch gears just because college basketball hasn't been a thing since March and we are now in May. But thank you guys for another wonderful show. We have another massive show lined up for you guys today. Or we have another packed slate of basketball games tonight. Only one game, unfortunately, with the Warriors and Timberwolves, but it should be a great game, tipping off at 9 o'clock tonight. It should be a great game. So I highly suggest that you watch it if you guys have some free time. If not, if you guys need a recap, you know the guy to find tomorrow at 9 a.m. as always. Thank you guys for tuning into the GSMC Basketball Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so please remember to leave a positive review. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, please let us know what you guys think of the show in the comments below. Let us know what we can improve upon. Let us know what we're doing well, so we can continue to build a good product for you guys and what you guys want to see more of. For more content and updates, please remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. This is the host. My name is Marif Temi, the host of the GSMC Basketball Podcast, signing off. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your days, and whoever wins tonight, God bless. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your days. Bye-bye.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to